Hello and welcome to Let's Play 2 2013. This is 2K and this is TNA episode 71. Our first show after the pay-per-view, so we gotta set up some new storylines. Let's get started. Alright, so we're setting up a face turn here. Between we are breaking up beer money and setting up a face turn, and what it's going to be is basically a Joe and Heyman promo. So Joe and Heyman, let me do the commentary right now and I'll set everything else up. Joe and Heyman start Impact by going over how successful TNA legacy has been. AJ helped Joe keep the belt. They fought but are still brothers. And Joe has been dominant. However, there is a weak link, says Heyman. And Robert Roode hits Storm with a beer bottle. Muscle buster by Joe, and I don't know, what does he do? He doesn't do his 630. He does the and AJ hits a splash. Legacy has kicked out James Storm. So Storm's gonna sympathy turn face. Rude's doing the ass kicking. AJ and Joe are doing ass kicking. Heyman's there to do it. Storm kicked out of TNA legacy. And that's how we open the show. James Storm. Oh, AJ was off screen. Damn it. Well, I'll have to put him in a match. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. There you go. So Storm is kicked out, and Styles remains in the ring to fight someone to start off. I like ACH, AJ Styles. Why not? TNA Impact, starting off with ACH and AJ Styles. And there is some sort of beeping going on, so I may have to stop the recording. I think we're in the clear. Okay. So, AJ beats ACH, obviously. Then we're going to have a number one contenders match for Gail Kim's women's title. And it is going to be Melissa, who may get another chance, or Mia Yim, who has yet to get a chance. And I am going to give it to Melissa, who after is going to take a mic and very tiredly tell Gail Kim that her time is up. She needs to make way for the next guard, and the next guard will be cheerleader Melissa. We then move on. The Young Bucks are put over. So we'll do a 2-on-2 video where it's basically put over that we're going to be seeing Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, versus Davey and Eddie Wolves. And then we have a one-on-one match between Matt Jackson and Davey Richards, which is won by Jackson in an open, all-out, interference-full match. And Davey's hit by Nick Jackson. Let's then have Etor cut a promo on Samoa Joe, so I can see how good Etor is at cutting promos. He's going to get the main event tonight. We also have Tyler Black's coming out for a match, and then out of nowhere he is just destroyed by Chris Jericho. And Jericho's yelling something about being shown up. He won't be shown up. And he basically tosses Black out of the way, and he's going to take his spot in the match. So it is Chris Jericho versus Austin Aries. Why not? And, of course, Jericho gets the win. And I'm just looking here. All right, are we continuing the Killers killing? Oh, no, the Killers don't have anyone to kill right now. Ah, yeah, they do. Okay. So backstage, we see Matt and Jeff Hardy get beat down by Killer Lee and Killer Steen. And it is a vicious beatdown, and I'm going to add this storyline. Lee and Killers target Hardys. Killer Lee, Killer Steen, Matt, Jeff. Back in the ring, you have Christopher Daniels, who tells AJ Styles that this thing between them isn't done, and while he's not getting another shot for the title, he can still take another shot at AJ Styles. And he's going to fight. He is going to fight a mid-carder, let's say. Shelton Benjamin is a good person for him to fight. I know this match has happened before. Oh, not too bad. Not since he's turned, actually. So Daniels gets a win. Because he keeps losing on pay-per-view, so I need to give him wins once in a while. Our main event is actually going to be I want it to be Big Dog and Itor. So I want Big Dog to cut a promo on Itor. And then here's what the main event was supposed to be. And this is going to end in a schmozzy finish, because I don't think this match would actually do well. in the game. So we're going to go with a sports entertainment finish here. When Joe comes out to attack Etor, and Big Dog is attacked by, oh boy, I didn't think this all the way through. Bully Ray. Let me look at my roster to see if there's anyone better. There is. Big Dog is attacked by Thriller. Where is he? JT. And then, come on. Where's Authority? We're just gonna make the tag match here? No? Okay. We'll just have Heyman come out and cut this promo here. Heyman makes tag match. And this can be a tag team 2v2 with Big Dog and Samoa Joe versus Etor and Thriller. There you go, 16. And I'm going to give Etor another win. I'm going to make Big Dog take the loss. Open, slow build, save. And then Etor cuts a big promo on Joe. To end Impact. So we got 6 minutes. I do want another promo in here. I want to check something real quick. So Fish lost last time. So I want to have Matt Taven hype up his match against Kyle O'Reilly. And that's it. And we'll just shove that back here, we'll say. Right there. And Bully Ray should probably have a match, but not against anyone important. Because I'm just kind of hanging on to him for no reason at this point. Heels. Booked. Manic. Bully Ray. Alright, let's run the show. And let's see how good Etor is at the top of the card. Alright, let's do the turn. Turn. Boom. Too many shock turns, and it was a disaster. So Storm's out, but it was a complete disaster. Storm's probably going to be mad at us for that. But we set up Robert Roode and James Storm at the pay-per-view. Hey, there you go. ACH and AJ Styles had a good match. That was less good. But hey, what can you do? Their overness isn't there yet. Video for the Bucks and the Wolves. And then the Bucks and the Wolves have a smodgy match that ends with Jackson winning. Taven hypes a match against Kyle O'Reilly. Etor hypes a upcoming match against Joe. Ooh, this is awesome. Okay. So Chris Jericho and Seth Rollins or Tyler Black have a brawl with Jericho getting the best of him, kind of blindsiding him, and then Jericho beating Austin Aries in a really, really good match that is probably going to overshadow everything else. This is pretty good for the mid-card, although I wish Steen and Lee weren't mid-card. We got Daniel saying to AJ that it's not over and beating Shelton Benjamin. You got Big Dog hyping up this main event. This gets a D, and they don't click. But this wasn't the main event, so I'm glad I bailed on this being the main event. Heyman comes out, and it turns into a C+. All right, good. Good. Not bad. So a C+ is going to keep us where we're at. I don't think Etor's quite ready for the main event yet, but I'm going to give him this month. Give him his match against Samoa Joe, and then probably move him down the card to the mid card. But let's this has been working so far, so we'll continue with it. We should be able to get all 4 impacts and the pay-per-view in this week. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.